absolutely love today's frequency and energy, and for that, I'm going to change the music in the background. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what others say you cannot do. And yesterday, I shared with you guys how I started this journey many, many years ago, and just one person decided to push me into another direction. And it wasn't until you all said, "Oh my gosh, this book is great. Please do the videos." And it wasn't just one person, because as thick minded humans that we are, sometimes we need numerous people, and our angels will send them when we need these specific energies to help us and guide us and push us on our paths. They do. And they did this with this beautiful, beautiful journal. And I started to work on it last year, and then I became very busy with my business, so I didn't put a lot of time towards it. And then I set a goal that I wanted to finish it by 2021, and I did do a lot of videos, but here we are in beautiful 2022, and we are in day 20. And I find that it's amazing because today is January 11th of 2022, is beautiful manifesting energy, and I've done a couple videos. I'm doing a couple videos per day, and I like to use specific energies just to give it that extra The greatest pleasure in life is doing what others say you cannot do. And I had that so many times. We all have. How many times have people say, "Oh, you can't do this," or "It's not going to happen," or "Why are you even trying?" or "That's not for you," or "That's too expensive," or "You need money." The excuses, the negative speeches are endless. Today we continue our courage and prosperity journey with beautiful Archangel Ariel. I want to share with you something. So way back in like I'm going to say it might be 2012, I started to do my first on-call. And I remember that it was like $5,000 for, 3 months with me. Was like, who's gonna pay that? Because when you're not a really prosperous person, or you don't have a lot of financial, freedom, you think that $5,000 is a lot of money. And millions of you guys could really recognize that frequency and that energy and know that it's like, oh my gosh. So since you're not aligned with that frequency and energy of prosperity, you absolutely feel that no one else is either. That is a very, very small percentage of people that could pay you $5,000 for 3 months of your time. So it's not until you aligned with the energy of I deserve my time to be paid that and so much more. I mean, you hear of celebrity psychics that make thousands upon thousands for just 1 hour of their time. So why would my 3-month on-call services not be well over worth $5,000? So I put that out into the universe, and I said, well, I'm going to allow that. I was affirming the frequency. I was visualizing someone just to come into my sacred space online and want my services. And this was way back when I was in an extremely rut energy. I wasn't in the best place. I didn't live in the best place. I wasn't surrounded by a lot of light and positive energy the way I am now. And we were really, in a tight budget. It was just like really overwhelming. There were days that I didn't have money to buy my coffee, which is a daily ritual that I absolutely enjoyed. And I will never forget, we had gotten our income tax, and I told my husband, us and the kids have suffered enough. Let's go on a little vacation. We were living in South Florida, so we went up to Orlando. We were just gonna stay for like 2 days. I did a lot of couponing, so I saved money to buy the Florida resident tickets and all that. So we came to Orlando. I'll never forget. And while I was in Orlando, I was really, really happy. Stayed, like I said, my spirituality was overflowing. And a client started to message me as I was in the park, and she was excited about my on-call services. And I told my husband, oh my God, I'm freaking out. I think this is really happening. And I will never forget, she says, Daisy, send me the invoice, I'll pay. I remember she said that she wanted to try it out. And I told her, well, we'll do 1 month for $1,500. I think it was $1,555. And I invoiced her, and I went on, I think it was like Poseidon ride. And I get in there. When you go in there, my internet blocked out. And then while I was in the ride, I was really excited and freaking out because it was a nice, it was a decent amount of money. It was like $1,500. So while I was in the ride, the angels are like, Daisy, she just paid you. Check your inbox as soon as you get out because she has messages for you. So I was like super giddy. My husband's like, oh my God, what's going on? I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm just super excited. So I got out of the ride, and of course my phone just, turned back on because like the ride, gets rid of like the internet. So I got the notification, and it said you got a payment for $1,555. And I was ecstatic, and I messaged her, and I went right in the hotel. When I went there back to the hotel, we had our first reading and session because she really needed my services, and that's why she paid for them. And I was just so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. And it put me in that we can manifest anything we desire. We just have to feel that we deserve it. And this is what today's energy is all about. Do you feel that you deserve what you're asking for? Because if you don't feel that you deserve it, you are self-sabotaging, and that is why you are not manifesting as quickly and as effortlessly as you should. Now, I share this story with you because personally, I totally understand. Today I have clients that pay $10,000 for my services. And, I manifest beautiful amounts of money. I'm not, because then you're like, okay, you get to a certain plane and you want to take it to the next level, But it's really exciting when you manifest that first, desire, intention, something that you really, really felt like you couldn't do. So what you need to do is once you start manifesting, and we're well into day 20, so you should by now have signs, confirmations, lucid dreams. You want to take all of that energy that you have received from day one all the way until now and really look upon it. And Archangel Ariel says, today you will continue through this courage of prosperity, this journey, this beautiful journey. You will sit in a quiet place where you will invite Archangel Ariel and ask her a specific question, and you will ask her to send a clear message. So something that I do when I invoke the angels and when I do my meditations is I use specific crystals. This is water clear quartz or water quartz. I absolutely love working with specific crystals, especially clear quartz, when I'm working with angels, because the energies are heightened, the frequencies are even greater, the messages are more clear, and of course the angels understand. Like, I hear my angels, I see them, I feel them. They acknowledge my work with them. They share, like today, when I woke up, they told me, okay, Daisy, we're gonna start doing the next. And I'm super excited because I haven't done this since I wrote this book. This is the last book that I worked on, through the angels, or vice versa. And it is really, exciting when we are able to connect with this frequency, when we are able to decipher what they're trying to share with us. And a lot of the times I get a lot of dreams. I'll have lucid dreams, or I will have messages through books. Like I bought a specific book not so long ago, and I forgot about it. I had it in my drawer because, like, well, it's to the bookstore and I'm always reading, and then I'll read a book and I'll read it later, and then I'll have a couple of books. And then another thing that happened is sometimes the angels will be like, hey, you remember that book that they gave you 10 years ago? I need you to take it out, dust it off, and read it again. And then you learn new things. Like Steve Jobs, every year he would read, I forgot, what was the book? Oh my gosh, I have it like right there. Just research Steve Jobs' favorite book that he would read every year. It was Yogi, something of a yogi. And it was like every time that he would read that book, he would gather new information, new insights. As humans, we tend to forget certain things. So sometimes we'll read things and we are in this state of mind, and then we'll come back and reread it, and then we're in another state of mind, and we'll just gather different things. Something beautiful that occurred to me today was I love Esther Hicks. I love her and her energy with Abraham, and she was sharing something about the relativity of time, how we are always infinite beings, how our past, our present, our future are always happening, and if we attune into that vortex, manifesting is so much easier. And I feel like as humans, we overthink things. We think that we have to be, use certain gadgets, or we think that people are sabotaging us all the time. But the truth is, it's the energy that we give them. Just like the energy that I gave that individual that put me in that rut, because I could have been like, no, you're not gonna put me in this energy, I'm gonna do it anyways. Instead, I melted and I was like, forget it, it didn't work, or people are so mean, whatever else I said way back when. So today we are going to connect with Archangel Ariel, and you are going to ask her a specific question, and then I put an area for her answers. And I wrote, has your goals, intentions, or desires shifted in any way? So that's another thing. You are going to start to notice in your life when you set certain intentions and desires, that the desires and intentions that you had maybe 5 or 10 years ago are shifting from then till now. Sometimes no. Sometimes you're growing your desires and your intentions. Like I expressed to you, as a teacher, I'm always evolving in my teachings and my work. I'm always learning and expanding, and they've taken me on different platforms and frequencies and just different ways of how I come across as a teacher. So you might even start this journey, and from day 1 to 20 to maybe a little further, your desire might shift. It might expand. You might add a little more. You might tweak it. So this is something that you want to write down. And then it says, whoops, I didn't read right. What had happened since your meditation with the angelic realm? Now the angelic realm, you did it on day 18. Today is day 20. So did you see any signs? Did it send you any messages? What has entered in your life? Because I find that when I do that beautiful meditation, that since I connect so beautifully and so in touch with the angels, that they are eager. The angels are eager to be in touch with your life. As we have free will, unless we invite them and connect with them, and unless it's part of your soul purpose, they really do not intervene. So you have to invite them, and this is why we're doing this, so you and your angels could work in alignment and shift your energies. Beautiful Archangel Ariel, we invoke your essence and your energy to fill us with the courage, to fill us with the energy of deserving. So we ask you, beautiful Archangel Ariel, to show us the light so that we could acknowledge, understand, and know that we deserve what we are desiring. That our desire is already here. It's already surrounding us. It's part of who we are. That all we need to do is tap into that frequency that you are right now in this very moment working over us. so that we could feel the vibration and the energy, so we can acknowledge the beauty of our lives, the desire in our now moments, manifesting like a miracle, beautifully, easily, and effortlessly. We thank you, beautiful Archangel Ariel. We are truly grateful of your work in our life. Amen. And so it is, and it's so. So it's a blessing. So hold in me. Take your time with the frequencies and the energies. Even if I close the energy with Archangel Ariel, you could pause the video, because sometimes while we're connecting with the angels, they're talking to us, and they come to us through our frequency, through our now moments, and they share insight and light and love and beautiful serene messages. Write them down, accept them, acknowledge them, and take them in. Your angels are with you along this beautiful journey all the time. All you have to do is ask, is connect, is speak, and they are there. Sending you blessings, and I will see you on day 21.